We now have just 4 days to completely transform this garden. And if you've been following along, you'll know we've already come quite far. We cut down the dangerous trees, ground down the stumps, and now we are perhaps foolishly ready to turn it into our dream garden. But why only 4 days? Because Max's family were coming to help, and with their own huge renovations back at home, the fact they could come at all made us incredibly grateful. Which also meant this was it. 4 days to pull it all together.
We have literally 2 hours left.
And it's fair to say we were a little bit nervous. Because at the end of this, we're either going to have a garden we're proud of, or a very expensive field of regret.
The flowers in front of the window as well. Then the window will look like the big window, the living room, kitchen. Then it will look very short. So she would want gravel there, that area. But I think it would be nice if we have flowers around there as well. I'm gonna send you both options. And we're just having the big ideas. A little bit of a more urgent decision we need to make.
Like that, I think.
And then the...
Oh yeah, then the path. And then I think flower pots here. So...
We're really not sure how to make the pathway around, or how to make the flowers around the house here, big window.
That's something we're bashing heads on, right?
I wouldn't say that, but we have 2 options and we can't decide. So we hope a friend of ours can help.
I like your option. I just feel like the flowers grow so high that they will hide the window. And it's such a super big picture that I think if the flowers are covering half of it, it will make it look small, and also from the inside it won't look as pretty when you just see dead leaves and things from the inside of the house.
But that's the thing, they need to be maintained. They also shouldn't be too high.
How much time have we got to maintain?
We have Wilfried.
Wilfried's not going to be picking little flower petals off for you.
Okay, we'll see. We get a third opinion.
From Wilfried?
No, from a friend.
We decided to start at the front door, as it was very important we didn't run out of time to complete this area. So job 1 was to dig up the red brick that ran around the whole house, consisting of a small narrow path at the front of the house and the patio. However, the amount of bricks that we ended up collecting was sickening to see. And having all the bricks gone gave us so much visual freedom to be able to measure and be more flexible with our visions of the pathways, which we think was really important to do, so we have a fresh base to bring our own ideas and not copy the layout that was already there. But of course, it's never easy, and so we ran into some problems. The material wasn't just brick, it was also mixed with stone that had glued itself together into a huge rock form. Surrounding the wires, it made it very difficult to get it apart. And on top of that, right next to the house was a hive of wild bees.
Oh, that's a bumblebee nest here.
So cute. But don't worry, because we love nature, we marked them out so we could walk around them and headed over to the other side of the house, where we decided to rip out the old pond material.
I can't wait to fill that hole. It was always in the way.
So good. And so, the garden adventures were hard at work, battling more tree stumps, and guess what? Even more huge rock formations. It was like an unwanted treasure hunt, and this was setting us back so much, as we didn't know what to do with it and we needed our neighbour to come with a bigger machine to move it away later. And of course, right when he did come, the digger he lent us decided to break. So the tensions were running quite high as we knew we had the limited time and now no machine. So whilst that was getting fixed by a mechanic friend on FaceTime, I took myself off to do a relaxing job. I decided to jet wash the ivy off the back of the house. It was satisfying, and cold, and wet, and did I say cold? But towards the end of the day, the mood did improve as we toured what we did achieve so far.
Day 1.
Day 1's finished.
And we actually got quite a lot done. It's actually insane. So this whole area here has changed. The pond is filled.
We removed all the bricks.
Yeah,
We have 5 pallets of bricks.
all the bricks are gone. They are here now. We're just trying to sell them for a little bit of money. And yeah, the patio is starting to get bigger now. We still want to get it more further out.
Yeah, towards that tree line.
Yeah, but all the rocks are gone, the pond is gone, the bricks are gone, and it's starting to get leveled now.
Actually, taking the bricks out was so satisfying because I was like, this industrial look is going. It's gonna look like a cute farmhouse now. Cute cottage.
Actually, and the chickens loved it. They loved the digging.
I let them
work.
go out in the pond. Oh yeah, I even jet washed the whole side of this
Oh,
house
yeah.
today.
That's fresh wall, at least the bottom bit.
Yeah, I still need to figure out how to do the top part.
And then we also had a visit from our neighbor again with the wheel
Yeah.
loader, and he started leveling all that
Oh, so good
lawn.
actually. I didn't even see that.
Yeah,
It was
I know.
behind me. Yay.
Yeah.
Wilfred.
Oh yeah, we actually have Wilfried here today as well. Literally the whole outside has changed today.
Yeah.
So Wilfried, our garden helper,
Yeah,
how would you call him? Gardener. He was there today,
Tree destroyer.
tree destroyer, and he destroyed all these shrubs here.
They were
because-
just way overgrown and
Yeah.
like the hazel was just taking over everything.
And we decided we want some nice
Variety of trees.
variety of like fruit trees there.
Yeah.
And it looks so much better now. So much more open.
Yeah, you get so much sunlight because the sun comes from this angle.
Yeah.
And it's just giving us that space to think about, okay, how do we want to plan this? How do we want to plant it in the future? Like seeing it empty makes it easier to plan, I think, than working with a dead shrubby space.
It is true. Yeah. And then I had like a 5-hour trip to rental, to hardware store, and got all the machines to make the lawn. And
I'm so excited about
how would you call that? How is it called? Ian?
It's like a cover for a drain.
Okay, cover for a drain. But I took the nice one with the horse on it.
Horse girl grateful.
Good. So good.
And then the biggest part today, which we haven't mentioned yet, is the front of the house.
Yeah. That's also crazy. Like all the
All
roots
the
are out,
pipes.
all the bricks are gone.
All the pipes are out.
Oh yeah, we also got a cable out, unfortunately. But now it's kind of like a blank canvas now, right?
Yeah.
We can start drawing the lines on
That's
it.
the exciting thing about tomorrow. We get
Actually.
to draw the lines down.
Yeah, actually, I'm excited for that.
Me too. And we had a debate today on what the front of the house will look like, and you won.
I won yet.
I'm still not sure, but
I'm sure.
for now we will just do it your way.
Good.
And the tree stump of the willow is gone.
Oh yeah. Tree stump's gone, and also this pile of gravel that was hard like concrete. I mean, it's not fully gone yet,
It's
but
getting there.
we are getting there.
Yeah.
So
much happened.
a lot for the first day. I got good hopes that we get everything done in the next like 3 days to come.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And we even fixed the machine today. The wheel came off and we fixed it.
It was terrible. Right the moment when the owner came to visit.
Yeah, but he was really sweet. He didn't know how to fix it either. We were just stumped, and then we called someone and they really helped, and then we fixed it. So today was just full of surprises.
But I'm happy. I'm excited for tomorrow now.
Yeah, me too.
So it's time to make some huh?
Perfect timing.
Yeah, let's have a look how we actually want the path to go and how wide the flower beds should be. We said we want the path around like 170, 160 wide, which would be that width. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So 220. Just getting the string up. So we have like one straight line and we have the same distance to the house. So that would be 220.
I'm just imagining when you step out the door. I think the beds actually originally ended there, so when you walk out, you do. No, I remember turning here, so it was actually a lot closer. Yeah, I'm trying to remember from memory how it felt, but I think you took 2 steps and then turned. And that's better because I think the magnolia will continue to grow. And if you're stood on the path here, like let's say that's the middle of the path, then it is quite close here. And with the flower beds, I understand having deep flower beds is really nice, but I think it depends what you plant in them. And I think with this house, it is so short that I don't want to plant too much to take away and overwhelm it. So let's try it a little bit narrower.
It's now 180. And before we had 220. So before it was here. In my opinion, we could go a little step, like a little bit closer. But then I'm also worried.
Also, the bed will come round here. So I think if we go any narrower, the roundness won't come round so much. It's a fine line between looking good, looking too much, or looking pathetically small. But I think walking here is good. Also, going to the house. It's only 3 steps to the door. And then out. And here. It's not too bad with the magnolia now. And then I also think I want to use this path for gardening, so if I have a wheelbarrow, it should be okay to have a wheelbarrow. I feel like wheelbarrows usually are this width, you know?
Usually that's exactly how you would take the wheelbarrow.
I'm just imagining what it feels like. And then round. So yeah, this corner feels good. With all of that decided, we mapped out the lines for the digger. And of course, with our level of expertise combined, we did a great job at doing so.
That literally does nothing. Just blows the sand away and then the paint's gone. I feel like we need 3 bottles for how much you put on. Is it empty?
Doesn't want to come out.
Let's It's almost empty. Fucking honestly. So fucking annoying. Well, at least we have one line. Now we need to move the string.
Alright.
We also need to mark the other side of the pathway. I know this is not very professional, so some people might be offended by how I do that, but it works.
But in all seriousness, I didn't really mind. This garden was supposed to be whimsical and not too perfect or straight, so we were just dying to get started. Therefore, we told Flo to bring on the stone. What are you doing?
Well, we don't have the neighbor with the wheel loader here, so we just need to utilize the trailer. And we have the gravel pile outside. So I go there with the trailer. My brother comes with the digger and he loads the trailer full, and then later we can pull it off the trailer. It's not ideal, but it works.
Works. We then used the vibrator machine to test the levels of compaction to make sure we were basically doing the right thing. And then when we received the all clear for that, it was all hands on deck. We were raking, leveling, drinking, and flattening. And we pretty much did that well into the night.
It felt like today not a lot changed because we had to do so much more digging work, and we finally started to like fill the pathways. And as we do it the first time, we try to make it level and find a good way how to make it level. So it's gonna be a bit of a longer night, but at least we got some drinks today. Are you happy with the corners?
I'm so happy. I think the round corners really make it like so special and look like it's, I don't know, designed or... So we had to make a slope up to the door because the door was not grass level. Otherwise we could also make a step, but we made a slope and I think it looks really good. Also with the round corners, I think they are the right shape. So I'm really excited to see how it looks tomorrow.
We are still a little bit behind. We just managed to finish the first gravel path yesterday, but also not fully. So there's still a lot to do today. We want to get the path on the back of the house done and also the whole patio area, because my family has to leave tomorrow lunchtime. So maybe we have a few more hours tomorrow, but it's gonna be a busy day.
I think we are doing good. I'm a little bit worried that we won't get everything finished today, but everything that is done is coming together so nicely that I'm just excited for it.
So good. And what are you doing now?
I'm just fixing the soil back, which we had dug up around the house. So we've taken all the roots out of the soil and we are now matching it with the path so it's nice and flat. And as you can see, the wild bumblebees are still there. This whole time we've worked around them.
With Max's realism and my optimism, we pushed through the final full day. With all hands on deck, we thought we still had a chance to get it all finished. But by then everyone was exhausted. The kind of deep physical fatigue that comes from the hours of shoveling and digging. But seeing everything slowly come together kept us moving. We'd actually saved the hardest part for last. The patio had once been a small, mismatched patch of old bricks and overgrown shrubs, and we wanted to transform that into an open, inviting space for barbecues and long evenings outside. So finding the right balance enough room for the spaciousness but still connected to the rest of the garden was something we were continuously wrestling with. We will come in here anyway, around the well, but the roots finish here, so we could be same level here.
Yeah, I think we should go kind of like in a circle, like inwards, bend around these roots. And then these roots are kind of like a nice, or not the root, but the stumps. The stump is kind of like a nice feature. But how far do we do it to the well?
How close?
Yeah, how close?
I think from where we are now, we bring it straight around.
Yeah. So you don't want to go on the well directly.
No, because I think one day we can have little plants around it, or ivy or whatever grows.
Yeah.
Go straight down here. So there's a path coming this way.
Yeah. It just stops here, the path. Well, I mean, it's not that weird, right?
It's a little bit too artsy now, but make it come round the tree already. So it loops the tree or not. But I think it would be really difficult if we hated each other's ideas.
Yeah, actually. With
so many options in front of us, we found ourselves completely stuck, going back and forth without making much progress. Thankfully, Flo, Max's brother, stepped in with all of his ideas, and it opened our visions even more.
Oder it would be cute if we would make like stairs there, where my brother is now, like some stairs down. Like,
why is it so small?
Instead of, like in the future, instead of letting it like slope down, we could make, when you stand here, like a stone wall kind of. So you have a straight wall up here. Yeah, yeah.
So with that clarity, everything finally clicked into place and we were able to crack on. And worryingly, something we thought would only take the afternoon ended up taking all day and night. And so with everyone exhausted and my hands turning purple, we had to call it a night, knowing tomorrow was the last day. I just took the nice stones we found and put them around the front door to kind of get an idea if this is how we want it, and I think it looks really, really cute. They are odd sizes, so of course we have to find different ones, but it's the exact right vibe that we're going for, so I'm very excited that it's working out how we planned. Of course they are slightly odd sizes, but it looks so cute. So here Max won. I wanted to do a half bed and have pots in front of the window, but we have decided to dig out a full bed, or as much as we can, because there's a lot of hard stone here, so we're just gonna have to do our best with this. But this will be a flower bed, and then this whole pile of soil needs to find a home. This section we still need to finish. We've had so many problems with this broken stone that was left here. It's just compacted itself into huge boulders, basically. We need to pump out this drain, is it? No.
Sewage tank.
We need to pump out this sewage tank and level it off here, and also eventually one day cover it with our base surface so we can put gravel on top and still create some form of shape here so it blends with the rest of the pathways. We have to clean up this whole pathway with soil so that we can have grass here instead of stone, and put away all these other piles. And at the back of the house, if we go there, I can show you what we mean about the lawn. So here we didn't want a drop. We thought that it would look too modern if the path was lifted and there was a huge drop off onto the land. So we want to make a smooth transition, like a slope from the path to the soil, so it's forever declining. Also helps with draining the water away from the house when it rains here. But we need to make sure we have enough soil to make a nice transition, because there are a lot of roots that are still coming out of the ground that we want to cover eventually, because there's nothing else we can do for them. So there is a lot of pressure here, but the good thing is that the side that we were finishing off yesterday, the patio, looks incredible and we are so happy with it. We have a nice transition here from the pathways to this huge patio space, which is raised off the ground. So we have so many options here. It's just finally one level piece of ground, because before it was just a mess of pathways and different heights and different levels and very crooked and rocky, and now it's easy to see how we can arrange this and make it beautiful. And we are actually thinking of one day maybe having a slight stone wall here or some flower beds around and allowing there to be a drop off. And we can also make steps either here, so we can step down into whatever will be here in the future, or also on the side with the hose pipe, so that we can utilize it very well. And I think this stump looks beautiful now. I think it makes it so whimsical and fairy tale, and for now my goal is to make this a haven for insects and birds, so we'll put a birdhouse on top here. And it just blends in really nicely with the transition to the garden. But in the future, we may pop the hot tub here, so we can find a way to blend this in as well. But yeah, there is so much good, but so much stress still happening, so we will see how we progress. I don't think we will get everything finished, unfortunately. Since it was the final day, we were racing the clock. The machines, of course, had to go back, so there was no time to waste. We focused on everything they were essential for: moving the soil, shaping the land, leveling what would soon become something hopefully beautiful. But nothing about it came easy. These old tree roots fought back relentlessly, stopping the machines from working and forcing us to dig deep and cut them out by hand, one by one. It was exhausting, frustrating, and at times never ending. And as Max's family were preparing to leave, there was this quiet feeling that we hadn't really finished. But when we stepped back, it was clear that we have done something huge here. In just what really was 3.5 days, we hadn't just cleared up a space, we had completely reimagined it. Real pathways now wrapped around the house. A patio existed where once was chaos. There was structure, intention, and the beginning of something that just feels alive. There's still more ahead, of course, there always is. But this was the turning point, the moment this forgotten little corner of the countryside started becoming a place to gather, to breathe, and to live. For us, for the chickens, and also for the nature around us. It wasn't easy, but the best things never are. And we know deep down, this will be worth it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.